Hello, I'm Denise LaFrance. Coming up on this edition of City Beat, Visit Las Cruces put on the 5th annual Las Cruces Music Festival. A look at what helps the festival to grow each year. Teaching kiddos the importance of water conservation and general water education, a peek at the Utilities Water Festival. Using recycled materials to create masterpieces, how this year's Reuse Recycle fashion show is creating awareness. And we'll tell you about the winning videos in this year's Public Information Office Student PSA contest. And we have a lot to tell you about the city's Juvenile Citation program. Details are in our Ask the Interview. Hello and welcome to City Beat for the month of May. Each year, the Country Music Festival continues to grow. This year's festival included headliners Casey Musgraves, the Eli Young Band, Travis Tritt, Tanya Tucker, the Marshall Tucker Band, and Las Cruces' very own Bree Bagwell. If you went, here's what you saw, and if you didn't go, here's what you missed.
So this is our 5th anniversary, and this year we were able to secure the Marshall Tucker Band, Tanya Tucker, Travis Tritt, Bree Bagwell, the Eli Young Band, and Casey Musgraves. We want to put Las Cruces on the map and let people know we're here, and we have a lot of great things for visitors to come and do and see while in town.
For me, what's different about playing Las Cruces is just the amount of people that I know and how many of my family and friends show up. And it's a different kind of love and support. It's an unconditional love. I mean, they are so supportive before I've even taken the stage. A lot of times you take the stage and you kind of have to win over an audience. I feel the love and support before I step on stage when I play at home, and that's really the difference in playing here.
From a business owner and that standpoint, when you can bring out-of-town people in to enjoy your city and get somebody that, you know, the residents excited about another event, it helps everybody.
I don't care what band it is, whether you're famous or not. I'm just all about the raw talent.
Starting to feel good now. It's our aerobic.
That told us about it, and then we went online and read about it and all the great bands, and the ticket price was so affordable. It wasn't that bad for us to fly down here.
College here, both of us, so this is our old stomping grounds, and like just to see these bands here is great. Like, I've seen Eli Young Band in Lubbock when they first started, before they were even big. I went to Texas Tech, so I saw them at Wild West, I think, a long time ago.
There's some rockin' sand that makes me dream. I stare out yonder past the gleam. I brought running through those fields of gold.
I've seen Travis many times, thought of like dropping my job and following him on tour. So this is the first time I've flown to see him.
Keep country driving on. Let some drive in your country. Keep country driving on.
All having a good time? Oh, come on. Are y'all having a good time?
Sing along, do whatever you do here in Las Cruces when you're having a good time. Gonna end up in the paper. You're gonna wreck your family name. Is what goes around.
I think the future of the Country Music Festival is only going to be brighter and bigger. You know, we're going to come up with even bigger acts than we've had in the past 5 years, and we're just going to keep going.
This town's too small to be me.
Visit Las Cruces says this was the biggest Las Cruces Country Music Festival to date and credits all the sponsors and regional country music fans who helped to grow this event each year. A kids' festival celebrating water took place at Young Park. The 2017 Water Festival puts kids face to face with thought-provoking booths that entertained, educated, and encouraged water conservation. CLC-TV's Jennifer Martinez has a recap.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, sponges down.
The day of the City of Las Cruces Water Festival at Young Park is one many area fourth graders look forward to all year long. This group of kiddos from Tombaugh Elementary say they like the hands-on learning approach. And while the focus is water, some even got a lesson in budgeting.
If you leave the water on and you leave and you don't tell your parents, your parents will have to pay a lot of money.
They get to ask a lot of questions, and the presenters do a really good job of explaining to the students in detail the process of how everything works.
This year, there were 34 presenters, including 6 from the city. Water Conservation Program Coordinator Rhonda Diaz says each station is meant to make students think.
Fourth grade is a perfect age. They're sponges, and they have less attitude, so it's a great time to try to teach them how important water conservation is, where our water comes from, and that it quite possibly won't always be available to them.
And while conservation was taught at the festival, it was also practiced.
Now, water conservation, we are conserving water. We're providing 5-gallon buckets to most presenters, and that's basically all they need to demonstrate what it is that they're trying to teach the kids.
Teachers say this is a great reason to get out of the classroom, especially when the weather in April is warming up.
I think it's very beneficial, and it's nice that the city allows students to come for free. Being with all the budget cuts we've had, field trips have been taken away, so this is something that I think is a plus for our students.
The city plans for the Water Festival months in advance, sending out notices in the fall and waiting the rest of the time for the kids to show up, ready to learn and have fun. For City Beat, I'm Jennifer Martinez.
Thanks, Jen. This was the city's 6th annual Water Festival. But kids don't have to be the only ones learning about water conservation. The utility's Lush and Lean program aims to teach people of all ages water-saving techniques. Topics in May include climate change and the impact on the water supply, bugs in the landscape, and a pruning workshop. For more information on the workshops, visit the city's Facebook page or call 528-2549. Several Las Cruces citizens are preserving the planet by sharing their fashion ideas. The 5th annual Keep Las Cruces Beautiful Reuse and Recycle fashion show helped create awareness on Earth Day.
So this is our 5th annual Recycle and Reuse fashion show. It took us about 2 to 3 months to plan all of this. We had over 19 contestants this year, And so it's just a big community thing. We're really trying to promote recycling, that it's not just in the blue bin anymore. They could only be recyclable materials, so newspaper, magazines, water bottles, and things like that. And then with the reuse section, they use actual old clothes, and they have to turn it into something else. So like as we saw, you know, coats that were made into a long coat, like it's just pieces of different fabric that they kind of sew together. So we had over 19 outfits altogether, and we ranged from 3 years old all the way up to 22.
Well, it actually feels really good. It's a little heavy from behind for the tail. I mean, I feel good. It doesn't feel too heavy. So I don't know. I just love the way it looks. I'm so amazed by it. It was my first time ever, and everything being made out of newspaper, it was so amazing. And the way it was fitted. And my lashes, it's also made out of newspaper as well.
So the big importance is what I found from starting this job is just like how big of a community Las Cruces is, and it brings everyone together. So that's why this big whole citywide Earth Day celebration, and then putting us in there, I think it just helped bring more interest into Keep Las Cruces Beautiful, so that we not just do citywide cleanups.
Thanks to all the participants who have made this event so popular. Keep Las Cruces Beautiful has other events throughout the year, including the Great American Cleanup that just took place last month and the Toss No Mas event, which occurs in the fall. Movies in the Park begins with 2 movies each month this summer. Here's the lineup. On Saturday, May 13th is Disney's Moana. Then on May 27th, we'll have The Jungle Book. On June 10th is The Secret Life of Pets, and on June 24th is Pete's Dragon. On July 15th is Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. On July 29th is Alice Through the Looking Glass. August movies include Sing on the 12th and Lego Batman Movie on the 26th. September movies are The BFG on the 12th and Finding Dory on September 23rd. All movies are at Young Park at dusk, except for the May 27th showing of The Jungle Book, which takes place at the Plaza de Las Cruces in downtown. The New Mexico Department of Transportation started a project at Solano Drive, 3 Crosses Avenue, and North Main Street to reconstruct deteriorating pavement to improve drainage, ADA compliance, and other upgrades. The project is expected to take 12 months to complete. We spoke with the Department of Transportation's Public Information Officer to see what we could expect.
It's going to be extremely congested. So definitely congested, but once it gets done, it's going to be beautiful. We have some schools in the area. We're going to be adding in double turn lanes, so there's not going to be any more bottleneck effect whenever people are trying to get out and get through the intersection. So headache now, beautiful later.
The City of Las Cruces homepage, las-cruces.org, has links to the work going on here. You can find it in the construction project section. You can also find out about the city's conversion of Church and Water Streets to 2-way traffic there. And there was a construction project last month to get a new permanent traffic signal installed at the intersection of Roadrunner Parkway and Golf Club Road. The master arm mounted signal replaces the previous span wire traffic signal. This new signal is part of the 2015 Legislative Street Rehabilitation Project. Each year, the City of Las Cruces Public Information Office hosts the Student PSA Contest. Here are the names of the silver winners. This marks the 11th year of the contest, which allows area middle and high school students to be creative and showcase their work. This year's theme was Breaking Stereotypes, and here are the videos of the gold winners.
and nothing less.
How to be a perfect lady. You always have to prepare good meals for your hardworking husband. You must always make sure to smile. You must always look your best with your hair and face. You must always keep your house clean and everything won't matter. Just like a smile. Your opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter.
Stereotype, a generalization usually exaggerated or oversimplified and often offensive that is used to describe or distinguish a group. Every single person has one. Whether it be the classic pageant girls aren't smart, or the more recent men can't do their makeup. Everyone breaks stereotypes, and ironically, you can't spell stereotype without stop.
Entries were judged based on content, technicality, and creativity. All the winning videos were placed on CLC-TV.com for viewing. Congratulations to the winners, and thank you to all the students who participated. A new round of computer classes at the library and the next youth leadership camp will soon begin. Details on that and more in this edition of City Minute. Brannigan Library offers more computer classes this month. If you're interested in Windows 10, Internet for Beginners, or an introduction to file management, these classes might be for you. Classes take place on Tuesdays from 2 to 4 at the Brannigan Library Training Lab. For more information, call the reference desk at 528-4005. The Las Cruces Police Department is hosting the 3rd annual leadership camp. Each camp runs in 2-week sessions for kids aged 12 to 15. The camps run from 8 to noon, mostly at Lynn Middle School, but also at NMSU. Students learn life skills and take part in physical fitness activities. The city has partnered with the Stan Fulton Endowed Chair in Education to fund the camp. And Memorial Day marks the start of summer. Several city facilities like City Hall are closed and Roadrunner transit services are not operating, but it is the time of year when the city's outdoor pools reopen. For a complete listing, visit the city's website at las-cruces.org and click on the News tab at the top. The city of Las Cruces participates in a youth program called the Juvenile Citation Program, or JCP for short. It is an alternative program for youth offenders who commit a misdemeanor, petty misdemeanor, or status offense. Here with more on the JCP's many benefits is CLC-TV's Udell Vigil with this month's Ask The.
Hello and welcome. Our guest for this edition of ASTA is Eliana Santillan, community educator with the Juvenile Citation Program. Eliana, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, JCP diverts certain youth from the formal juvenile justice system. Tell us about that.
So, after youth commit a crime, prior to adjudication, their case is reviewed through Juvenile Probation Office, and if they meet certain criteria, they're referred to an informal probation program, which is us.
Okay, and then what services do you provide to these youth?
So we provide a variety of services, but our main service is that we offer classes, and their educational classes. Our classes emphasize in mentoring and life skills. So the topics range from becoming nonviolent leaders, goals, dealing with stress, dealing with anger, dealing with authority figures, things like that. We also have guest speakers come in. Some of our guest speakers offer just information such as drug use and drug abuse or sexual health. We have other guest speakers who are more of a motivational type of speaker.
Okay. Now, what youth can participate? Who specifically can be in this program?
So all of our youth are either they're all from the Doña Ana County, so that means that we service youth all the way from Hatch to Salem Park, Santa Teresa, Chaparral, but our main office is here in Las Cruces, so it's all youth ages 12 to 18.
Okay, so you cover a large area.
Yes, yes.
And is there a fee to participate?
There is absolutely no fee. All services are free of charge.
And what can a participant expect when they go through the program?
When they go through the program, they can expect what they're not they can expect to get what they're not expecting. And what I mean by this is most of the time when youth enter the program, they kind of have like a, oh, I have to be here type of attitude. But then towards the end, they're wanting to come back and they ask if they could come back and volunteer. But what they can expect to get from our program is support, encouragement, and just the realization that they have a second chance.
So what happens to youth once they complete the program?
So once youth complete the program, their case is closed with no further adjudication from Juvenile Probation Office. And then they enter a tracking stage. And what that means is that we conduct follow-ups with them for an entire year. We monitor their grades and attendance and how they're doing in their school, in their community, at home. And we give referrals as needed as well.
So this really is a good program because it does keep youth out of the formal justice system.
Yes.
Right? And that gives them a leg up in life as they go through.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Well, Eliana Santillan, community educator with a juvenile citation program. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Udell. The city's juvenile citation program also includes tutoring and mentoring, accepting referrals for at-risk youth who have not been cited, receiving referrals from Las Cruces Public Schools for truant youth, and there is expansion of programs to Anthony, New Mexico. Well, that's all for this episode of City Beat. Remember to tune in for live City Council meetings right here Mondays at 1 p.m. You can also find all archived meetings and programs on CLC-TV.com. Plus, we have so much more on our Facebook page. Thanks for joining us. I'm Denise LaFrance.